Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas. A&M Carter Stadium has become a showplace, and the home of the TCU Horned Frogs is fired up and ready for this one. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it, as we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Longhorns will kick this deep to begin the game. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Receiver in motion now. They're going to run it. Fighting off the defender. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Second down.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to take off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer 2-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
And here comes a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
With the return, it's Shaw. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him.
He felt like he was in water.
Position at the start of this
Or
drive.
same.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Wow, taking a shot on the very first play.
Come on, man. What in the world?
Right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. See if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
2nd down, looking to throw it. This time it's complete. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
An important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns come up to the line in the hurry-up. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Touchdown, Texas. Solid debut for this offense. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. And the Horned Frogs are going to cash in here in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Where do we going to have
Out of the
that?
shotgun, he hands it off.
Safety
Goes backwards, losing 3
behind
yards
the
there.
freaking D tackle.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure is coming. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for 6. And it's broken up.
He had him, too.
A defensive stop and a turnover
Man, he
on
had him.
downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. And nobody open. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Handing off on the draw play. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass. So he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
And he stopped after
should have stayed outside.
yards, so 2nd and 6. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy, and maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The pass is intercepted. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose.
Boy, a lot happened right there.
It's a bad decision anyway.
Up with that interception.
But I thought he might get some separation. He just didn't cut. Should have hit circle.
Very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's escaping the pocket now. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
I don't know why I dove so early.
There's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure, and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. The running game has been smothered.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it go. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
How does that not become an interception?
Defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that
everybody
this
was
going to
open
work
across
out,
the middle.
showing an aggressive approach here, going
That's
for it on
crazy.
4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Makes a quick catch.
Maybe I do was blitzing. I was hoping I could get one broken tackle right there.
You know, What separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Here's a quick throw off the play.
As soon as he jumped, I was like, no, we're going to take that.
Sets up a fourth down.
We're going for this, buddy.
Things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. They're going to run it here. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
I knew I should have audible, but I can't with the stadium post. But I knew I should have got out of that once he was mugging the gap like that. I should have mugged, but I just knew I could get that one. But he mugged that gap, so.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Man.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play.
Focus ran into me, man.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. And this one is caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass is caught right near
That's
the
just
sideline.
playing man coverage.
Get the foot down.
And let him eat up all the gap.
I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be
And
able to
didn't
make
break
that
on it.
throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Off-field flat wheel. Nope.
The shotgun running play call.
I couldn't get out there. Good block.
Oh, he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a big game before he goes out of bounds.
Silver helmet's kind of nice, though.
Gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Oh, he got me.
Doesn't quite get in, but it's
I tried to get around that blocker.
Goal for this offense. And the Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for
I like them helmets.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they'll set up now for the extra point try.
I went ahead and joined up on MHU again. I got TCU in there. I was cycling through the unis. I was like, the unis nasty.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the
return. Shoot.
And the returner will be brought down.
Bro made something out of nothing right there.
And the Longhorns offense.
All right, I gotta stop messing around. That first drive was too easy, so I ended up getting a little too comfortable.
Here's the handoff. The freshman brings him
out there like Doolittle. Out there, scared. Had to hit him with a few things. Who that boy out there dancing? That's me.
Great example. The defense has the ability to play line, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down.
Good buddy.
Getting home with the
you got a block.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
And Easy wasn't out there doing nothing. We had easy number. Nephew had to get that work.
Looking for an open man.
Woo, I saw him. I tried to back shoulder that one. Not back shoulder, but you know what I mean.
Well, this quarterback and his
He's blitzing a lot.
have to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
I like it, though.
I like it. Second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle.
I like it.
Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is and scout him.
Oh, I can't audible, can I?
Film all week. The defense coordinator tells
this might be all right.
Get ready, this guy can run, and then the reality comes. And this
oh
guy,
man, what are you?
You see it again here.
But the play loses yardage.
2 people out there, and you go to block a dude that's inside.
And the defense was all over that play. Just left
That stuff be driving me crazy.
Play number 6 on this drive. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage.
They couldn't get nothing right there.
All over in that time.
Well, that's exactly what defense coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
And it's caught.
Off the safety looking.
Longhorns.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
PAT puts him in front by 7.
GoFrogs.com.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The linebacker is shifting around now. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, see, he likes to go to speed out.
The quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's moving out of the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run.
Accidentally did a switch stick on that one.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Throws it to the right. Falls incomplete.
That joker there.
Defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the
He
ball
jumped
by
up
the
forever
defensive
right
back,
there.
getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Halfback.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's a bullet pass to the left side.
Thank you.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Told you.
And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the
All I needed to do was clear out and make sure he didn't throw a quick
Well,
one.
the quarterback ends ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Let me see. I'm on the right side of the field.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field.
He's been blitzing heavy.
Let's see what this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. Longhorns will crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The ball is picked off.
Bro,
Big takeaway. Now
how in the world?
And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly.
Should have stuck with my first mind. X ended up being wide open.
Right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He lets it go. Catch made on the right side.
This is the second time he done lobbed up in the L1.
It's called a touch strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his
Well,
second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'd be hot if I was him. That was just me like, I'll just toss one up. Nobody else open. Just toss it up. He didn't get any animation either. And that's a halfback. That's whack. I ain't even front right there. That's whack.
Is good. They're pulling ahead now.
I'll take it, but that's whack.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
I didn't expect the linebacker to animate, but he had a safety. I expected the safety to animate.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Play action here on first down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field.
Man.
Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the pass is intercepted.
Dang. Thought I could sneak that by.
And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. And the TCU offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And that's a solid.
I know better than that, too. That's how you know I'm getting loose, but I'm just doing stuff I don't normally do. I throw that away, live to fight another day.
Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
Looking to
He
scramble.
missed it.
And he'll loft it to the end zone.
He missed it. He had a wide open. He was tunnel vision on that because he had a completely wide open pass.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you.
I gotta stop playing so loose and go ahead and lock in.
I'm all about balance.
Doing dumb
I'm
stuff.
all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he finds his target. He
He's
has
a
the
good throw.
first. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On first down, it's play action. Now rolling out to his left.
Come on, fellas, get there.
That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
That's why I blitzed on that side.
Before he goes out of bounds, it'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. That player moved a little
Too many
bit
audibles,
late
man.
to start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Horned Frogs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Motion now from the tight end.
I'm not gonna let that speed out work over here, buddy.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Yay! Come on,
They finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
cornerback.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal.
Dang it.
Makes it across the goal
I accidentally had to be in. I didn't expect to have him, but then they made me do a little shuffle shimmy to the right.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Now here's the toss play. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I know the toss play again was a guy taking a snap, turns around, and flips it to the runner.
Stick his foot in the ground and get goes.
It's can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
His big line is actually pretty good.
Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's second down here. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The sophomore able to
that bad.
with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this.
That was a poor read.
Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
That sack makes it third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Good job, big fella.
Bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now.
Woo.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Second down play coming up. They'll try the option play here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for
I had to watch that linebacker.
Tackle right after the catch, but
he was kind of lurking a little bit. I had to watch him, make sure he didn't
slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're
get back
quicker
there.
than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man in the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll take this into the end zone. But
as soon as I say hut, they gonna call a hold. Come on, bro.
About. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
He didn't even get out there. I barely even got past the tackle. And they called a hold.
Drive, but it's third and long now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an
freaking right tackle again.
It's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if
a little late on that throw
here on fourth down.
The right tackle got to give me more than that. I have no confidence in making this. Yeah, get in there.
This one is right extend their
That'll work.
further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg.
I hesitated because it was at safety and he was bending that direction, so I thought maybe he would lurk that tight end, but he ended up not.
This should be the last play of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Texas 24, TCU 14.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Catch made on the right side. He stopped, but he gets a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And the Horned Frogs are in the red zone now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
How many times is he going to run this freaking play?
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to chuck it again. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the catch. Can he
Bring it, freaking playmaker in, bro. The heck?
Texas Christian.
Oh, that's annoying.
Commercial scorecard makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to
Don't know you, Tony True
it's
Blood.
your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. follows the pick with a nice return.
Oh, my bad. I was on mute. I saw him there. I just thought I could get it there.
Play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. What was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfired?
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And they tackle him, but not before he
I
picks
wasn't
up
ready.
the
I
first.
was trying to get
And the Horned
position to get
Frogs
there for
come to
that.
the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down. He's going to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
With the B gap.
Fourth quarter lead.
Oh, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able
First
to
one,
get
I
this
did
ball
run commit
into the
right,
end
too.
zone late in the game like this. Now in the fourth quarter,
I should have went outside, but it looked like the inside was opening up. All right, I got to tighten up.
Final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Down goes the
Bro, what is
quarterback. It's a
happening with
sack.
my O-line?
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack.
Oh, he had
Didn't have much of a
Mug.
chance at all. Lucky he just held
I thought he got out of Mug,
Backed up,
but he
second
still
down,
had somebody
from the
Mug in the gap.
17.
My tackle didn't block a soul. Jesus Christ.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to extend the play. Trying to get the throw off. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of
All right.
chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time to get him downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Okay, audible right here.
Now throwing very long, looking to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
Ah, we almost got it.
Incomplete, would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Tried to get a big fella a shot.
Take it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and boot it away. And the return
Good hit.
brought down by the coverage.
All right, defense, let's lock in.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pass clock.
Where in the world did my guy go?
Showing off the cannon.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Oh, he
Stays
shot out to
alive
the
with that
side.
First down completion.
That's crazy.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle
There we
him
go.
behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack in their game.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I saw it. I just couldn't give up the other side. I had to let that guy cover.
They're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter. Completion, and you're
on the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. The sack sets up second down. There's the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver.
Ain't that's on me.
Now a timeout taken by the
Was overplaying for the. He's been running nothing but those out routes, so I was overplaying for that.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
I can't believe I'd have messed this one off, man.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring.
God dang it. Stop. I was looking for it going the other direction. That's a good play call. I was looking for the flat wheel, but I was looking for it going left, not right. That's why I was saying dang it, because I was trying to get the tight end, the safety to cover the tight end.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this.
All right, now we got an improbable situation.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
That dude's left side has been killing my left tackle.
And the quarterback drops back.
Look, he beat him again.
Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield.
Yep. I tried to set my feet, I didn't get him set. He still threw that one on the run. He had him beat though.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee.
Oh, that's the rookie. I mean the freshman. I forgot I had the freshman in the game. God dog it.
There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football because you walk off the field knowing that you have
That's terrible.
Business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler.
Got too loose after the first one. It was easy. What defense wasn't hard. Then I just got too loose. I didn't run my scheme. I was just running stuff, man. And then it kind of got to the point where I had the scheme and I just wasn't in the flow. I just wasn't in the flow. 4 interceptions, 5. Well, the last one by the freshman really doesn't really hit. But 4 with him, no, that ain't my style. Didn't really get the run game going much. Had 3 receiving touchdowns though. Good distribution. Them sacks gave up, but the hits were actually worse though. Like, I was getting hit constantly. I don't know what he was doing to get my tackles not to block. Excuse me, but multiple times my tackles were not blocking. Good game by Polaris. Ebikidi. Good game by him as well. We had 12 tackles for a loss. 2.5 sacks. Almost thought it was 3.5. Had an interception by Iverson and LeClaire. Had these pass deflections, man. One of them, let's see, it would be the safety. I guess they didn't count that as a pass deflection. Interesting. I had one that should have been an interception. Hawk had 2 drops. You know, sometimes they show the DBs in here, so I was like, let me go check and see if it's over there. No fumbles forced, I don't believe. No fumbles recovered. No defensive tutties. All right, shouldn't have dropped that one. I needed that one to jump up as well. That's on me. I hate losing games. I should have won easy. That's that one off. Let's see, team schedule. Who do we have next? We got Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and we finished off Colorado last. All right, man. Appreciate y'all joining. Catch you on the flip.